Hey guys, what's up? It's me, your Moving Biz CEO, Sean John. For everybody who's new to the channel, please hit the thumbs up, smash subscribe. Thank you for hitting the channel up. For everyone who's back, thank you for subscribing and being a part of the channel. I have a couple of other channels. I haven't said a lot about them. They're just getting started, so I'll go ahead and mention it now. If you want to learn how to automate your business, whether you're a cleaner, a mover, whatever, I have a channel that's called Middleman CEO. You can find me over there, and all I'm doing on that channel is teaching you how to automate your business. So for me, for instance, I'm in the moving industry, but I do not have trucks. I do not have crew. I got rid of all of that. I'm fully automated. I'm a middleman. I connect the movers with the customers, and that's all we do. And so if you want to learn how to do that with whatever service business you might have, go over to Middleman CEO. And if you want to learn just about money and personal finance, Minority Money Mindset is where you can find me. I'll probably drop the links down below in case you want to learn about those channels and go and hit those channels up. And so this channel here is primarily about moving. So if you have a moving service, you want to learn to grow it, you want to learn to build it, that's what this channel is about. Welcome to the channel. For everyone, and the spots are limited for the masterclass webinar training that's coming up. You'll be training with me, and it'll be a live training, so there'll be some Q&A. We're gonna have a great time. It's coming up on the 12th of November at 6:30, I believe, Texas time, so Central time. So if you want to get in, it's very affordable. Grab a ticket. I'll put the link in the comments below and jump in there. What a great time. If you want to hire me one-on-one, it's going to be probably at least 12 to 1,500 bucks for me to spend time and help you grow your business. But if you just want to learn that for a fraction of the cost and not have to invest that much in your business, fine. I don't have a problem with it. Just grab a ticket to the webinar and you'll learn everything I know about business right there. So that's fair. So we're going to talk about this today. We're going to talk about a term I call hustle marketing, right? So what is hustle marketing? So whenever I first started in moving, obviously I had no money, right? And so I was trying to figure out, how do I go about getting customers without spending money? So what I want to share with you, because a lot of you go out, you spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on these I'll say it, predatory lead companies, and I'll call them out because they need to be. Yelp, Thumbtack, Angie's List, Home Advisor. These are what I call predatory lead companies because I don't think they're fair to small businesses. Drop a 1 in the comments if you agree, if you feel like you've been taken advantage of by these companies. If you feel like they've done a great job, drop a 10 in the comments, 10, and then I'll know you had a good experience. But I'm only speaking for myself, and the people that I've coached and the people that I know have not had good experiences, spending $400 or $500 a week in some cases, not even getting a call. And that's when I found out, because I contacted the company I was listed with, I think it was Yelp, and I was like, what? Wait a minute, I gave you guys like a budget, small budget, and I have nothing in it. What happened? And they were like, yeah, every time somebody clicks, I was like, click? It's like, yeah, click. Every time somebody clicks on your profile, there's a charge. I was like, what? You gotta be kidding me. And that left a terrible taste in my mouth. But and I started trying to be more creative going forward. But they had this thing called pay per click, something like that. And they probably still have it out there now, but I just don't use a lot of paid advertisements. The only company I use to get leads for my company is freequotebuddy.com. It's $1 a day. You pay one time for the year, $365, unlimited leads all the time. They don't cap you. They don't charge you extra money. And I'm good with that. That's all I need, is somebody who's business friendly, small business friendly. And so that company does great. They should be sponsoring as much as I plug them, but that company does great, and I'm okay with that. And but the other predatory lead companies, they have all these things where, they just completely rip your money out of your account. And I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't even get a phone call, but my money's gone. What the heck is going on? And that's a terrible feeling. You don't want to be in that situation because you feel like you're completely being taken advantage of. And you're right, you are being taken advantage of. And these companies were leveraging leads. I get a good lead, they would hide it. I get a bad lead, they would put it out front, and then want to get more money to help me to get more customers, I guess, to get rid of the bad leads. And it was just a nightmare, and I just didn't want to deal with that. I was like, you guys are not business friendly. You're only out for yourselves. You guys are corporate companies selling shares on the stock market. The board doesn't care about my business. The board only cares about making sure the investor gets as much, the shareholders get as much money as they can. So when these companies go public, I'm just saying, they forget about you. Let that sink in. And so it just drove me nuts. Eventually, at some point, I was just like, I'm done with it. And so I got into what I call hustle marketing, or creative marketing, if you want to call it, practical marketing, whatever you want to call it, right? And it was just simple market. KISS, keep it simple marketing, right? KISS marketing. And so I got into that. And so I got very creative, and I started trying to find different ways that I could create, I can make that. So make the company work, make it grow. And so you guys, you get out there, you spend all this money on paid advertising. And if you get a return, that's fine. I'm not against paid advertising. What I'm just saying is there are times where you don't have to spend this much money, and you can actually reinvest it into your company in different ways to make your company more effective and more efficient. And you can actually get very creative. And I teach this in my masterclass, and I'll be teaching this in the webinar. I teach you a few different ways where you could get very creative about marketing, hustle marketing, whatever you want to call it, KISS marketing. I teach you to be very creative about that. Some very creative ways, so that you don't have to go out with a big budget, spend all this money. You're just starting out. You don't know if you're going to get any returns on this investment. You're scared to death. I know, I've been there. So what you need to do is put your money back into the bank or back into your wallet, and then I'm going to teach you how to use a fraction of that. So if your budget is, hey, I'm going to drop $1,000 on paid ads this month, and then I'll show up and say, hey, put 900 up, keep 100, and I'll show you how to use that 100 to make a minimum of 10,000. Because if you're billing right, your average job should be about 500-600. 20 jobs for the month, you got 10,000. So probably less than that, because some jobs go longer. But I'll teach you how to do that, so you're not stuck in that trap of paid advertising. I'll teach you how to be very creative. Hey, what happens when your guys finish a job? They come back to the shop. All right, I got something for you that's going to help you to grow your business every time that happens. What happens whenever you close out a job and your guys are done? They leave the house. Okay, I got you. I'm going to teach you a way where that doesn't happen anymore without you getting a new job. What? Yeah, I'm going to teach you those things, right? And I'm going to teach you how to get very creative. Hey, here's a, and I'll share with you. I'll share with you for every, and I'm gonna save this because it's too good. But for everybody who's gonna be in the webinar, I got something for you that's gonna blow your mind. If this is the only thing you get, you're gonna walk out of there going, what in the wow? And then you're gonna say it backwards, and you're gonna say, wow. Then you're gonna flip it over, and then you're gonna say, Mom, wow. So I got something it's a game changer. I don't want to reveal it on here because it's not fair to everybody who's going to be in the webinar, so I'll save it. But when you hear this, what I did to get my business going, and it only cost me just a few dollars, you're going to be like, what? And so that's a good thing. So be in the webinar so you can learn the what, and I'm going to show it to you, right? So, but again, I'm not against paid marketing. I'm just against being taken advantage of by companies that don't have your best interests in mind. And that's all I'm here to say. You don't always have to use paid marketing. Be smart, get the return. If the results are there, fine. If the results are not there, then really be careful about where you invest the money, where you put your money, because your dollars need to bring back other dollars, not just the same dollar, but more of its friends, right? You need to have very social money where it goes out, make a bunch of friends, and re-invite them to you, right? And so I'll teach you some of those things, but you got to get very creative about your marketing, very creative about where you invest and where you put your dollars. And that's going to be very important, because if you're putting your dollars in the wrong place, you're not going to have the right results. So if you're starting out, or if you're in business and you're like, man, look, our budget is not where it needs to be advertising wise. We can't even afford to jump on here. I can't guarantee anything. I'm paying these guys Yelp $2,000 a month and I'm not getting anything returned. Somebody click on my site. I lose money? I don't know. They probably have a room full of clickers who just click on people's site and take their money. So I don't feel the value coming back, the ROI. So what are some other ways? All right, bet. Get your pen and pad ready. I'll teach you at least 5 ways to jump out and create leads, good leads, produce good leads, quality leads, premium leads who are ready to do business with you. And so that's going to be important. So again, think twice about these paid ads. If they're returning 10x, fine. But if they're not, then I'll teach you how to get that. So I'll drop the link in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.